Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a quick announcement video. We're finishing off the 13 Colonies, or Britannia Let's Play, whatever you want to call it. This is what I was planning on my next one being. Now you might be looking at the map and it's 1444 and you're thinking, well, what's already going on here? Well, this is what I'm calling the Treaty of Newmar. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, where effectively the people of the Lowlands want to break free from Burgundy, with support from members of the HRE, and I believe this places Holland in the HRE. Sorry, I made the mod and I don't even remember. Yes, good. So it's an attempt for the Lowlands to secede into the HRE. Now they've done this by, well, the areas that was within Burgundy have formed into three kingdoms: Holland, Flanders, and Luxembourg. These represent the three major cultures in the region. The Dutch are in the Holland, Flanders is to represent the Flemish, and Luxembourg is representing the Walloonian. I might need help in pronouncing that one, guys. But also, the member states of the HRE of that same culture group are backing us. As you can see, our army is in a very precarious place at the start. I can't pick where this goes, it's just how it is. And I find it quite interesting. Effectively, these two are personal unions under Holland, who we're going to be playing as. Because I felt giving all this land to like a start as a Netherlands, which is what I was considering originally, it was unbalanced. So doing it this way, despite the fact that we already, I guess, sort of own it because we're a union, but unions can break free easier than vassals, none of their troops appear. Flanders' ships appear because I can't stop that, but none of their troops. So this land is all sort of like not counted towards anything apart from giving Burgundy a war score. I think we're starting off at a minus 43 start, and a quick few test plays to see how this goes. It's quite hard to get away from this 19 stack, and my allies, or who are actually vassals, I would like to point out, because they've decided to vassalize themselves to this new Lowlands country, or Lowlands Triple Crown. I don't know really what I would call it, but they can't get there in time. If the fight happens in Zealand, your army is wiped. If you can get away, you stand a better chance. But also, obviously, these guys can't take part. Burgundy is able to keep running to the south here and coming back, so you split up to try and carpet siege, and it fails. Flanders obviously has its normal cause. I've given Luxembourg cause on all of the Walloonian stuff. So the idea is that they can form and become part, like a full country for their culture. And Holland, does start, unoccupied, because it's the only way I could get the troops. And with the other Dutch people as vassals, and Liege is a vassal as well, which I would like to try and make it maybe a vassal of Luxembourg. I'm not sure. I would like your guys' opinion on this, because I'm not sure if I've done a culturally correct thing. I sort of based it on the Treaty of Utrecht, when they was fighting away from the Spanish, but with the idea of being this is instead of like fighting for away Spanish rule, it's Burgundian rule and wanting to become more part, a greater part of the HRE. But with the Wealth of Nations expansion coming out, well, I can only guess in anywhere from like 2 weeks to a month, maybe? I don't want to start a new Let's Play. So this is probably going to be what I start with my Wealth of Nations Let's Play as, and I think playing as like a Holland, a Netherlands-style country. And by the way, you start off with too many unions as well. I tried handicapping them as much as I can. Originally, these guys were just allies. But I think, being able to get rid of them after the war doesn't handicap you enough. So, despite the fact they're going to help me in the war, the idea is that they're handicapping you. I can't quickly expand, like, for instance, East Friesland here. Despite the fact it's Hanoverian, usually it's quite an easy one to... Or it was quite an easy one to... Yeah, look, offer vassalization. They'd say yes already. Despite the fact we're in a war, we're technically only like 3 little countries, they'd say yes. So it meant growing was quite easy. So handicapping us with vassals and not allies. But, you know, playing from this type of start, as long as it all goes well, should be good for the Wealth of Nations, because I don't know how they're changing the trade node, but at the minute this is an end node. And that'd be interesting, because so far the only, like, trade I played was, obviously, Britannia. And that was annoying, everything going to Western Europe, so I would quite like to be at an end node. But I'm hoping that that entire system's removed with the Wealth of Nations, and we get something along the lines of, you know, trade can flow in any direction. Would make sense, and my monitor's just turned off, so I can't see. That's nice. I'm going to carry on recording. I don't... Wait, it's back. Another thing which I've tried balancing, the territory that these guys start with, yeah, that is obviously, you know, not controlled by them anyway, so that means that they don't get a territory, but it's balanced in just a way that if I can get these guys, or if you can get these guys to siege up their cause, you can just about take all of this. You know, make your super Netherlands plus Belgium. Yeah, sort of like what the Union of Utrecht was, I think, that sort of area. Oh no, most of this would have gone to France by then, wouldn't it? The Wallonian. These definitely did. These probably did as well. I can't remember. I don't really know the history that well. It's one of the reasons why I wouldn't mind some support, because I've just gone by. Let's see. Culture. Yep. That's region, sorry, wrong thing. Wallonian. That's sort of what Luxembourg's got cores on. That's what Flanders has... Well, the Flemish have cores on, although they already have cores on these three as well. I don't know whether Flanders was the best one. It sort of matched the word Flemish, so that's why I picked it. And obviously Holland's just got its cores here, but I guess when it integrates these guys, it'll have the cores on the Dutch lands. But yeah, but if these Union guys don't siege it up themselves, then it's way too much to take in one war. So I think that's reasonable that you could form this super state, but you have to do vassal management. And I'm going to have to try and control these sodding vassals, who I think... We do actually start off with a larger army. It's never felt it when I've done a test game, though. Because these guys tend not to want to fight, even when I turn on the checkbox. And you need at least, really, 2 of them to turn up. 2 of the 5. Actually, 5. I didn't realise there was that many. 2... No, it's 4. Yeah, you need like 2 of the 4, sorry, so I'll be 5 in the ships here. 2 of the 4 to turn up to even be able to be competent in this first battle. But yeah, until Wealth of Nations comes out, I don't think there's going to be any EU4 on, unless anyone can suggest a sort of like quick game, which I can, you know, maybe do in a month. Which, you know, is possible if you can think of something, maybe a particular historic start, a particular historic war that you'd like to see me fight. But I'm probably going to have to find something else to fill the gap. Sorry if I've rambled on a bit. I did have like a very clear, concise idea of what I was going to be doing here, and I completely forgot. That's East Friesland. I wanted to have a look at mine. I've actually looked at the subjects, lots of them, and I believe Union was the best thing for these because it's like a triple crown, and the fact that they can escape. Most of you guys are all diplomacy, please. And now I can't see against my monitor. Oh, it's back. Yeah, Bishop, Republic. Oh no, you're a duchy. Maybe you should be a union instead then. But union would mean that you'd have the same king as me, wouldn't it? Oh, queen. We actually have a queen. I didn't even notice that. Oh, clever. But yeah. I'm thinking it's a good bit balanced. I might, if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. I'll see if I can get a test build out to you guys so you can have a proper play with it and see what you guys think. But, yeah, I'm not sure what to fill with EU4. Again, guys, a lot of you have been in streams and suggested games before, but if you comment on this video a game that you'd like to see filling this slot until Wealth of Nations comes out, I'd be most grateful because I don't know what to play. There might be a gap in some of the content. This is because I've just moved the computer about and I've started a new job, so settling things there. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about covered everything. The next campaign will be the Treaty of Neumar in the Wealth of Nations, which I'm tempted. What's the Dutch flag? Orange, white and blue? to change the colour of these countries, so that, you know, when I get them like built, it's going to be almost like a Netherlands flag. If I have the 3 unions, yeah, I might be doing that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'd like to thank you for watching. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say goodbye. Goodbye.